What's this one? Here's Ben Shapiro explains to 25 liberals what abortion actually means. The patience of a saint. Well, he doesn't talk to 25 in this video. He talks to one, but it's just, I warn you that this is actually capable of shaving off IQ points listening to this woman. But let's hear it.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Hello. Nice to meet you. Oh wow, you look better in person. Okay, so
that's very sweet of you. I don't often get that, so thank you.
Okay, it's fine. But yeah, how do you define abortion really quickly?
Abortion would be the forcible termination of an unborn human life.
Yes, but like, why do you hold that definition? Like, would you not assume like something like a C-section would be considered an abortion?
No, because the baby is born alive. So how would that be an abortion?
Why?
Okay, so these modern progressives, far lefties, whatever you want to call them, dirty, filthy commies, perhaps. They are so smug, and they have such an overestimation of their intelligence. They think that they are intellectuals, right? And because they're in a complete bubble, they never talk to anybody who disagrees with them. So just whatever absolute utter drivel they spew, as long as it feels like it's going in the right direction, that it's progressive, it's left wing, they'll all just nod. Of course, they're all afraid of being denounced by each other, right? So they just all agree with each other. As I said, when you're woke, you don't have any friends. You just got people waiting to denounce you as soon as you make a mistake. So when they say things like, well, a C-section is an abortion, right? Nobody disagrees. They don't even know how to. Anyway, let's continue.
What does the definition of abortion have to include? The death of a fetus?
Because that's literally the definition of abortion.
It literally isn't, though. Where are you getting this definition from?
Where are you getting your definition from?
Let's go to do you like fucking like Mayo Clinic, like any fucking like hospital you've ever gone to before?
A C-section ends with the birth of the child.
Right, but
I know,
but abortion,
both I and all three of my siblings were born via
generally.
C-section.
Yeah, I understand this.
I'm here. I'm talking to you.
I know, baby.
That's how I was not aborted.
I understand this, but like yes, but like no. Well, yes, but like no. But no, you can simply say that abortion is simply the ending of a pregnancy, right? So the ending of a pregnancy outside of the natural birth of a fetus. So I don't see why you would say that like it would have to end in the death of a fetus, which is why I'm pro-abortion all 9 months, right? Because say if a woman is not able to pass a fetus in the natural way, we can have these other abortion processes that would say like, okay, like she needs some type of induction that doesn't include the actual natural expulsion of a fetus. But it doesn't always end in the death of a fetus. So I don't see how you could say that Kamala Harris's stance is immoral in this sense.
I just don't understand how you're removing the death of the fetus from the equation about abortion. That's literally the entire moral issue. You and I would not even be arguing if we were talking about C-sections or about natural birth.
But it seems like at its core, though, we disagree on what the inherent definition of abortion is.
You could leave away. We could very easily solve this. Let's just not talk about the word abortion. Let's talk about the forcible termination of a baby.
Okay. So then, what do you value in the fetus then?
The life of the fetus.
Okay. So then, when is this? You said it begins at conception.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because that is literally the biological definition of when an independent life begins.
Yes, but like why?
Okay. It is unbelievable. And I did warn you that you may lose brain cells from watching this, but this is the product of simply never being around anybody who disagrees with you or is willing to interrogate your arguments at all. Because clearly there's no argument here. In fact, she doesn't even understand what an abortion is, apparently, or she's doing the leftist progressive thing of trying to redefine abortion to just mean like birth or abortion or C-section. It's a trick they use, I think, fairly successfully. They've used it. I don't think it works forever, but they've used it, for instance, redefining racism or redefining the word gender. This one is a little bit tougher, I think. This one is just reaching a little bit too much. Trying to define abortion apparently as natural birth or C-section, like trying to redefine abortion as the birth of a healthy baby who lives and goes on and becomes an adult, apparently. Truly bizarre. But again, this is the result of, for one thing, a totally demented Marxist educational system and bubble. Just never having your ideas interrogated at all. She's not ready for Ben Shapiro.
Does it have moral value?
It has moral value because that's literally the biological definition of when a human life begins.
Right, but like, why does that have moral value, though?
Okay, why does any life have moral value?
I would value sentience.
But why?
Right, because
based on what?
This is simply what we value, like you and I value. Like, is it okay to like unplug like a brain dead patient, for example?
I mean, the question is whether it's okay to unplug a brain dead patient. Actually, quite a controversial one in sort of religious circles. Mm-hmm. But as far as why, I'm just wondering if somebody's in a coma and they're going to wake up, Do you have the right to unplug them?
Coma's not brain dead though. We know that there's future sentience there. Like it would be like a matter of like a conjunct of like past, future. Like I'm sorry, past, present, or future sentience. But like a person in a coma has.
I agree, and guess what? Fetuses also have guaranteed future sentience.
Well, no, because you're only valuing one half of the conjunct. That's not right. So it would be past, present, or future.
Now you're changing the topic. I mean, we started with what's the value of the fetus.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Holy Jesus, that's rough. Holy crap. And you see like the kind of smugness there and this overestimation of her intelligence and her argument. It's embarrassing. Radio Streamer says, this is what a communist drone with no mind sounds like. Yeah, that's totally incoherent. And she has no idea. She has no idea what just happened to her there. I doubt very much she learned anything from that. I don't know, what can you say? It's depressing, right? It's just depressing. Streamer says, this is what happens when a so-called educational facility gets a hold on your kids. Yeah. Well, she's not learning to think, right? I think these are all university kids. They're not being taught how to think. They're being taught what to think. And they have no defenses when somebody actually interrogates their argument. All they can do is just start babbling and trying to deflect. It's bizarre. Let's see. I mean, it's the pretzels that they bend themselves into, the moral pretzels that they bend themselves into to justify their acts is depressing. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.